From Selena Gomez literally running out of the room when she sees Shia LaBeouf, to Simone Biles melting over Zac Efron, to Billie Eilish living out a full-circle Justin Bieber dream on stage. Celebrities are usually the ones making fans nervous. They walk into rooms, people scream, cameras come out, and everyone tries to act normal around them, but every once in a while the roles completely switch, because even the biggest stars in the world have that one celebrity they grew up admiring. That one crush that can make them forget how famous they are. And in this video, you'll see celebrities completely lose it when they finally meet their own celebrity crush. These are the moments where celebrities became fans again. Selena Gomez has met thousands of fans in her career, so walking into a room backstage probably felt completely normal to her. But what she didn't know was that this time, she wasn't the one doing the surprising. She had talked before about having a huge crush on Shia LaBeouf.
After I'm 18, Shia LaBeouf. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty he is.
And the people around her decided to set up the perfect surprise. They told her she was about to meet some fans, but when she opened the door, Shia was the one sitting inside, and her reaction was so real that she didn't even try to play it cool.
Okay. Hello. Oh my gosh.
Hey! Hey! Hey, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? How you doing?
I'm so sorry to bother you.
Thanks for being so sweet to me. You're really sweet to me.
Thank you. I admire
It's nice to
you.
meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
That's what makes this clip so funny. Selena is already a superstar at this point, but the second she sees Shia, she turns into a nervous fan and literally runs away. You can tell she needed a second to process what just happened before coming back in for the hug.
Oh my gosh, he's so handsome.
You know this is going on YouTube, right?
And if Selena running out of the room was dramatic, the next reaction might be even more wholesome, because this time it involves an Olympic champion meeting the guy she had a poster of in her gym. Simone Biles is one of the greatest gymnasts of all time. She can handle Olympic pressure, millions of viewers, and routines that most people couldn't even imagine attempting. But there was one thing she was definitely not prepared for: Zac Efron walking into the room. Simone had been very open about her crush on him, and she even had a life-size cutout of Zac in her gym. So when the Today Show brought him out as a surprise during the Olympics, it instantly became one of those moments where a world-class athlete turns into a shy teenager in about half a second.
Well, one of the things he was worried about, or she was worried about, Simone, was she kept saying she smelled bad. She didn't want to be around. Remember, she kept going, oh my God, I'm sweating, I'm so nervous.
But they have like such heart, you know, and there was clearly something special that was going on, and so I was really excited.
I don't think you even realize yet what you did for those young ladies, so I just want to say, from the Today Show, thank you so much.
No, thank you guys, thank you.
Zac, we love you.
I love you.
We love you.
Yeah, thank you to the girls. Thanks.
She can win gold medals in front of the entire world, but Zac Efron showing up in person completely broke her. And honestly, that's what makes the moment so good. It's not just a celebrity meeting another celebrity. It feels like someone's childhood crush walking straight out of a poster.
What was that like for you?
I thought I was gonna pass out.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was gonna die. He is as perfect on screen as he was in person, and to me that just didn't look right in my eyes.
Right.
But celebrity crush surprises didn't start with TikTok or viral clips. Years before that, Ellen gave young Taylor Swift one of the most unexpected surprises of her early career. Back in the Fearless era, Taylor Swift was still becoming the Taylor Swift we know today. She was already famous, but she still had that young, excited energy where meeting one of her idols could completely throw her off. During an interview with Ellen, Taylor mentioned Justin Timberlake as one of her musical crushes. And of course, Ellen didn't just let that comment pass. She had Justin waiting backstage, and Taylor had absolutely no idea he was about to walk out.
Favorite musical, your musical crush, somebody in the business?
Oh, Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake is your favorite, really?
Yeah.
Well, I said I'd bring him next time you're here. Justin!
You can see Taylor trying to stay composed, but her face gives everything away. For a few seconds, she's not the rising country pop star anymore. She's just a young artist meeting someone she looked up to, and the shock is all over her face. Next, we go from childhood music idols to a full Game of Thrones meltdown because Camila Cabello was not ready to sit next to Emilia Clarke and Jason Momoa. Camila Cabello is used to being the star in the room, but when she walked onto the Graham Norton show and saw Emilia Clarke and Jason Momoa sitting there, she instantly turned into the biggest Game of Thrones fan. She had recently binge-watched the show, so this wasn't just a casual nice-to-meet-you moment. To her, she was sitting next to Daenerys Targaryen and Khal Drogo.
I'm sorry, I would just like to say, I am the biggest Game of Thrones fan in the entire world, and my heart, literally, I'm just freaking out today. I've literally been talking to everybody. I'm such a fan of everybody here, but I went through a Game of Thrones, like literally finished.
The best part is that she knows she's fangirling hard, but she can't stop. She's supposed to be there as Camila Cabello, the pop star, but the Game of Thrones fan completely takes over. And from one emotional reaction to another, our next clip is Ariana Grande meeting someone she had admired since she was a kid. Ariana Grande has talked about Jim Carrey being one of her biggest childhood inspirations. This wasn't just a random celebrity she liked. She was genuinely a huge fan of his comedy, his movies, and even his personality. So when she finally met him at the White House Easter egg roll, the reaction wasn't loud or chaotic at first. It was more like she got completely overwhelmed. You can see her hug him, walk away, and immediately try not to cry.
And Ari took to Instagram to share this video of the moment she actually met Jim, writing, "Me meeting Jim Carrey," with a bunch of crying emojis.
This moment feels very real because Ariana doesn't try to make it look cool. She's clearly emotional, and it looks like meeting him meant way more to her than just a quick photo or handshake. That's the kind of reaction you only get when someone has been important to you for years.
My childhood crush, my lifelong crush, like it kind of all just goes together, is Jim Carrey. I love him so much. Oh my God. I love him so much.
But now we're getting into one of the strongest full circle stories in the whole video, Billie Eilish and Justin Bieber. Before Billie Eilish became one of the biggest artists in the world, she was a massive Justin Bieber fan. Not just a casual fan, she was a real believer. She grew up listening to him, watching him, and seeing him as one of those celebrities who felt almost impossible to actually meet. But at Coachella in 2019, that changed.
Serving as his lonely girl at Coachella.
It was just really magical.
What makes this so powerful is that Billie was already famous at this point, but when Justin hugs her, you can still see the younger version of her coming through. For a moment, she's not Billie Eilish the superstar, she's the girl who grew up loving Justin Bieber and finally got to meet him.
I never in a million years would have thought this would happen.
And that story didn't start there, because years before, the Justin and Billie moment started back in the past. But before we get to that, Simone Biles had one more thing to say about her Zac Efron surprise. Sometimes a celebrity crush moment is so iconic that people keep asking about it years later. That's exactly what happened with Simone Biles and Zac Efron. Even after the Olympics, even after all the medals, people still remembered that surprise because her reaction was so genuine. So when Simone later rewatched the clip and talked about how it felt, it gave the moment a second life. This time, instead of just seeing the surprise, we get to hear her actually explain what was going through her mind.
Stop, is this real life? Oh my God, stop. I'm shaking, I'm so scared. It was a complete surprise. I thought I was gonna die because Hoda said, what do you think would happen if Zac came? And I was like, yeah, whatever, like it won't happen, no one does that. My hands were shaking and I like didn't want to believe it was true, so I kept stepping back and they're like, Simone, he's here for you, like go, go. And then I just took a moment and I just screamed in the room. I was like, ah!
That's how you know the moment was real. She's still laughing about it years later because meeting Zac Efron wasn't just a random TV bit for her. It became part of her Olympic story. Now it's time for the biggest full circle moment in the video. Billie Eilish went from being a Justin Bieber fan in the crowd to being the person he wanted to meet. This is the kind of moment that sounds fake until you actually see it. Years after Billie met Justin Bieber as a fan, Justin came to her concert first. What a twist. For years, fans dreamed about being the girl Justin would bring on stage and sing to. And this time, the person sitting there wasn't a random fan. It was Billie Eilish. A girl who grew up idolizing him was now sitting next to him for the first time, not knowing how to act. That is the definition of a full circle celebrity crush moment. Billie went from crying after meeting Justin to becoming part of one of his most iconic fan traditions. And the way she laughs, hides her face, and tries to take it all in makes it feel like she still can't believe it's happening. And for the final clip, we're ending with one of the most iconic award show interruptions ever. Jennifer Lawrence getting surprised by Jack Nicholson right after winning an Oscar. Jennifer Lawrence had just won her first Oscar, which is already one of the biggest moments of any actor's life. She was doing a normal post-show interview, probably still trying to process the fact that she had just won an Academy Award. And then Jack Nicholson appeared behind her. Not only was he one of the biggest legends in Hollywood, but the way he casually slid into the interview made the whole thing feel unreal. Jennifer tried to keep it together, but you can see the shock hit her immediately.
That's the first time I think I've ever felt like actual shock.
We can see it. Oh, you got a fan here.
No politics,
Jack, no?
George. What about
if you want to talk politics.
Do I look like a new girlfriend?
I thought about it.
Oh my God. Is he still here?
I'll be waiting.
Oh my God. I need a rear view mirror.
Her reaction is what makes this ending perfect. She had just won an Oscar, but Jack Nicholson showing up behind her still completely caught her off guard. That little "is he still there?" look is one of those moments that feels impossible to script. Celebrities spend most of their lives being admired by other people, but every now and then they meet the one person who makes them feel like a nervous fan again. Whether it's Selena running away from Shia, Simone melting over Zac Efron, Emma crying over Mel B, or Billie Eilish living out a Justin Bieber dream on stage, these reactions prove that fame doesn't make you immune to fangirling. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more celebrity moments, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. And let me know in the comments, if you could meet one celebrity crush in real life, who would it be?